up, you guys? Welcome to my newest video. Now, I'm not going to talk too much in the beginning of this video because this has been a long awaited video on my channel. This is the new gaming setup of 2016. Now, my previous one was back in 2015 and that got like over 200,000 views, which is actually insane. And back then, I just delete that video from the internet. Hopefully this one does just as well and my room looks a lot better now. I'm less annoying and, well, I hope I am. And yeah. Anyway guys, I did just want to quickly apologize for this being such a long awaited video. I've had so many technical difficulties with my camera, my computer, my internet, so many different things that have been happening that has made this video be postponed till now. But I finally have my room in a way that I like it and I have some more plans for it, which I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to make another gaming setup video for 2017 after Christmas. I'll probably post that in January or February. I do quickly just want to say, just before we get into it, I am filming this on my GoPro. Again, if you've been a long-term subscriber of mine, you would know that I do not have a good quality camera anymore, like a DSLR. I sold mine because I'm saving up for a new one, so the GoPro is just gonna have to do. But anyway guys, without further ado, let's get into it. This is the outside of my door. Not that interesting. So to start off my room, we obviously have a door that actually has a mirror on it. Here's me. Down here is just some random crap that I don't really know what to do with. That E actually belongs on my door. You'll see that shortly. But moving on to this side of the room, here's like a bigger view of it, I suppose. Down here we have like a bedside table sort of thing. We've just got like a framed photo, like this little light up arrow. Just ignore that. Some deodorant, some cool like little decal things. Here's my MacBook, and this is actually pretty funny because I've had this since 2011 and it is still going strong. It is still a great Mac. It's a little bit slow, but you know. This is my iPhone 6S. We have a Winnie the Pooh lamp because who doesn't love Winnie the Pooh? That is a skull of vodka that my girlfriend got me for Christmas last year. On the shelf down here, we have some 3DS games, and it's actually really sad because I used to have two 3DSs, and one of them was the Pikachu Special Edition one. And there was only 100 sold in Australia, but I sold both of them because I'm an actual stupid idiot, but let's just ignore that. Here is my Game Boy Advance SP from back in the day. It's the Tribal Edition. I freaking love this thing. I played it so much. Here are my DS games, the cases. Here are some books. That is one of my favorite books. It's a work in progress by Connor Franter. If you've never read it before, I definitely highly recommend it if you're into YouTube videos and watching YouTubers and stuff like that. And here's just some like DVDs, TV shows. We have so many more Xbox games and I don't know why I only have 3 of them up here. But these are all of my PS4 games. This is my retainer that I never wear. Here's like a little wallet thing to put money in, and there is none in there. Some moisturizer, some lip stuff in case your lips get dry. A microfiber cloth to get rid of like dust and stuff, and just some random pens and crap. And I don't actually have anywhere to put like my clothes, so in here is like socks and pajamas. Here is my shorts and pants, and these are the shoes that I literally wear all the time, so they just sit here or pretty much anywhere on the floor, but I just put them there. Some shoe boxes. Down here is my phone charger and my Mac charger. Back behind there is some cables and stuff, and here is like a little light up thing for my bed. Ooh, fancy. And you know, this is my bed, so I decided to not make it because there's no point, because I never have it made. And I wanted to make this gaming setup video a gaming setup video that is relatable, that is practically exactly what my room is like when I'm in it 24/7, other than the mess. Up here is just like a little pin board with a bunch of photos and stuff, my hat. This is supposed to say egg, but the E has fallen off. Moving up here, this is one of the coolest things in my room. This is the first 112 YouTube subscribers that I ever got. Back when I hit 100 subscribers, I made this. And it's funny because Leah, which is right there, is my 6th subscriber, and she is still a really good friend of mine, and that just blows my mind. And also, I became really good friends with the first subscriber that ever subscribed to my channel, but we're not friends anymore. Here is a drawing of Luffy from One Piece that I did ages ago. A hippie van. This cute little jar that has nothing in it. There is a signed poster and another signed poster. That's Ryan Casada. A old dusty phone for when I broke mine. And a bunch of just GoPro accessories and random shit. And here is a Super Mario Bros. Wii puzzle that me and my sister did, and we framed it. I don't know if you can see the puzzle pieces, but you know. There is a deer thing. I don't know, I just really like deers. And here is another stand which just has a lot of random stuff. Me and my friends really like to drink alcohol apparently. Here's like a money camera box, has no money in it. Another deer. Polaroid camera, and I barely use it, which I wish I did, but I don't. Yeah, the second shelf is just a lot of random stuff. Here's like a DS, like there's old Game Boy games and stuff back there. I really like shoes, and there's a bunch of shoes down here. I really want to get more because I just like shoes, but I'm too poor for that. Pokemon stuff, more shoes. I'm not gonna get too close to that just because it's a bit personal, has personal items on it and stuff like that, but that's pretty much from my childhood. And above it is just a bunch of Instagram photos I've printed out over time. Here is my window. I don't know how overexposed that's gonna be, but there's my window. Some slippers, a backpack that I take like pretty much anywhere, a lamp, some hats. And to the left of my gaming setup is just this like clothes rack because I don't have anywhere to put my clothes. So here's just all my jackets, my shirts, stuff like that. Down there is some more shoes. Up here is a Mario Kart Wii puzzle, a tripod, and just to tease you guys, above my gaming setup we have a lot of product boxes. And to the left of my door we have my Mario collection. You couldn't already tell, I really like Mario. I've kind of stopped collecting, but that's just because I can't find really any good ones that I want to buy, like any good like figures and stuff. These are little like perla bead things. These are really cool. I made these myself. There's probably like a lot of money's worth of toys in here. Some of them have fallen over. Gotta fix that. And this is just a standard desk chair that I use. And like a desk, like a mat, so I can roll. Anyway guys, so this is my gaming setup for this year. Now I'm quickly just gonna say there's no fancy angles or fancy like in-depth of field like shots and stuff like that, again because I'm filming on my GoPro, so I do apologize for that. But it doesn't really matter because you're going to be seeing it anyway. So let's get into it. Alright, so to the left of the monitors and stuff like that, we have my computer here, which me and my dad actually built about 3 years ago. It cost like $1,500 to make, I think. It's definitely outdated, and I honestly do not know that much about computers, and it's really annoying because I don't know what parts to upgrade to make it better and stuff like that. So that just definitely needs upgrading, whether I'm going to rebuild a computer, upgrade the parts, or just get a completely new computer. Down here we have my PS4 controller plugged in because it was like out of battery. A hard drive because that is a necessity when you make YouTube videos. Over here we have the Astro Mix Amp, a speaker, a mouse pad. Here is actually a letter to a YouTuber, like fan mail. Haven't sent it yet though. Now this is the most disappointing thing about my gaming setup of this year, is that this is actually the remote for LEDs. Now if you've been a long-time subscriber, you would know I used to have them on the back of my desk, and I still do, but for some reason they just don't work. I don't know. I am going to look into getting some more for the next gaming setup video, but for now, unfortunately, these do not work. If you've been a long-term subscriber, you would know that I actually had them along this part, and I used to have my bed in here, and it looked pretty cool. But when I eventually buy some more, I'll put some more on the back of my desk and some on my bed head. Another speaker. This is the Rode PSA-1, I believe. It is a microphone stand, and it's an absolute lifesaver. Highly recommend getting one of these. And it holds my AT2020 with a pop filter. And to the right is just a drawing of my girlfriend without a face because I suck at drawing faces. And here hang my Astros. I think they look pretty cool there. A set of glasses because I'm blind. This is the monitor that usually has my PS4. And here is my computer monitor, and okay, this is my YouTube channel, right? I want to thank you guys for 6,800 subscribers, by the way. This has been my graphics for literally about 2 years, and I made it myself. So if you guys have any idea how to make graphics, or if you can make any good ones, hit me up on Twitter, or send it to me on Twitter or something like that. The two monitors here are exactly the same. They're BenQ GL2460HM monitors. They're really, really good. Again, they're a little bit older because I made this, I pretty much got all this equipment about 3 years ago, and I just haven't needed to upgrade anything because it all works perfectly fine except for my freaking computer. But yeah, here's a webcam, and here is like the floating like monitor stand. Here is a mouse mat from the university that I used to go to that I no longer do. Well, I went for like a day. A Razer Death Adder mouse, which is broken. The scrolly thing doesn't work. Here's my Logitech G105 keyboard. This has been a great keyboard. I do really like it. It has LEDs. And I'm not even going to show you my cables because it's absolutely disgusting, and I know all of you guys are going to comment on it. Do not buy a glass desk. If I have to tell you guys anything in this video, do not buy a glass desk. It's horrible for cable management. Down here is just a little storage container, and here's my PS4 and Xbox 360. Anyway guys, that basically sums up this video. Now I do hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm so sorry that it has taken so long for this video to actually be up. I'm really looking forward to the next one that I make of this. Hopefully I'll have a new camera, I'll have a TV, LEDs, and it will be absolutely crazy. It's not going to be anything that's actually freaking extraordinary like Mars Bar gaming setup or something. Something that's pretty much affordable for anyone with a job. I have a lot more uploads coming now that my internet is fixed. I have heaps of ideas written down. I'm super excited to get back into the YouTube grind. Anyway guys, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. If you like some more from me, definitely make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching.